mean, that boy can be so stupid when he's in love.
You've not even heard the worst part yet.
Huh? Simon?
So, please stop. No, go from the way. So, please, sorry. Sorry, I didn't mean to tell you that. Okay? Forgive me. Relax.
He went as far as buying her a car. Yes! I saw the receipt with my 2 eyes in his room after he moved out of our house.
But Imani, how are you sure he's one about the car?
Haba! Where will that gold digger get enough money to buy a brand new car?
Hey, what is wrong with that boy?
I even comforted him.
And what did he say?
Blabbing as usual.
Are you sure that that girl is not using juju on him or something?
Exactly what I'm thinking. Why would Pius' family do this to me? Why?
I wish I knew.
Why would he stab me in the back like this? After everything I told them that I've been through. Why are people so untrustworthy? Because of money. And that guy is supposed to be their relative, not mine. See what poverty can cause. Poverty, see what it can cause. Uncle Benson and Auntie Clara. I can't believe they would sell out like this. I can't believe it.
Soma, just calm down and get a hold of yourself, okay? Just, please.
It is so disheartening that the rich can get away with basically everything.
Soma, don't despair yet, okay? We'll talk to Kristen and find out what can be done.
If there is, Inspector, please find a way. I'm not giving up, no matter what. I embarrassed her outside the court the other day. She was looking for a hole to run and hide in.
Dating the son, at the same time testifying against the father.
I gave her a serious tongue lashing. In fact, it took Inspector Azu and some other people around there to stop me.
I don't know why Osa just refused to come and see me in detention or talk of attending the court hearing.
A very, very foolish girl. I will disgrace her in this town.
But look, let's not blame the girl. It's our son we should be blaming. I'm highly disappointed in that boy at all.
To say the least.
Tell me, what does he actually see in that girl?
She charmed him obviously. I have told him he cannot eat his cake and have it. If he continues to insist on remaining in that relationship, I'll make sure I freeze every kobo coming into his account from the company. And by the time they run out of funds and no money to go into this hotel, eat this, travel there, I will see how strong that love will be.
You know what, that sounds like a very brilliant idea. Yeah.
Trust me,
I
honey.
agree with you. Hey, Jules.
Hi, Osa.
Finally came.
We need to talk.
Come and meet my dad and my half-sister.
Wow.
Ma, sales are slow. It seems the economic situation is affecting everything.
Manager, you need to be more aggressive with your sales Listen, the bank is not going to hear all this, the economy is this or that.
Ma, we're actually trying our best.
If your best is not good enough.
Yes, ma.
It's so nice to finally meet the beautiful Juliet. Oh, come here, darling, come here. Oh, Lady, you are so beautiful.
I'm flattered that you say that, sir.
Oh, my son told me a lot about you. Oh, come, sit down, sit near me.
Let me go and get the drink. Eda, will you join me?
Oh, no, fine. You go ahead.
Okay.
Beautiful Juliet. My son, I can see, loves you a lot. And I'm curious to know a lot more about the beautiful Juliet.
Oh, there really isn't anything much to know.
Isn't he a little young for you?
This is super story. Mirror, mirror, how do I see somebody who looks a little like me without trying to listen to the voices I hear? So hear me now. I don't need to try to disguise a brighter me to feed your dreams. Starting from tonight, ride with me. Ride with me.
Get the power to do you with the new Instagram and TikTok data bundles on MTN Pulse. Dial *406# to begin.
Tough on stains with longer-lasting freshness. New Omo Extra Fresh with longer-lasting freshness.
Talking about your team has never been on top of the law. They have, Joe. And what are you saying? It's a lie. How is it a lie? What's right? The highest scoring striker ever. He doesn't have a higher score than
Kickoff is at 9:45 p.m.
9 p.m.
Settle almost anything football with Google search.
What's inside this beautiful house? Inside, there is a very beautiful family. And in this family, there is a lot of love. And inside this love, there's Alpenliebe. And in the center of Alpenliebe, there is a feeling made with rich milk and creamy caramel. Alpenliebe, the milk-filled candy that warms your heart with love. Alpenliebe, bring hearts closer.
There's enough to go around.
With Mr. Chef seasoning cubes and powders, every meal is something to look forward to.
Me first.
Mr. Chef, creating delightful memories.
Ooh la la. Sweet nutrition.
How hot is she?
maybe a 7.
Mm-hmm.
How hot is he?
8.5.
Whoa, how hot is she? Very hot. Pick me, just pick me, baby. Come pick me, girl. Man, I'm all ready for you.
Mmm, so tasty.
He's so lucky.
Stop being jealous, man.
Mini-Me, taste the fun.
Introducing the new Mini-Me Chin Chin Classic flavor.
It's a proven fact that swimming improves performance in other sports. And importantly, it helps build strength. Loya Premium's high calcium formulation helps your kids grow strong by building strong bones and teeth. Give your kids full cream Luya milk. So they are not just strong, but Luya strong. Luya, more than just milk.
A life of strife and sorrow.
The books are not looking good at all. If this continues, I might have to cut down on staff.
Okay, ma, actually, I wanted to ask about Oga. It's been a while we've seen him around the depot.
Yes, he traveled.
Okay, to see the children, Abi?
Yes. No, for business.
When is he returning, ma?
Manager! What is it? You're asking me questions as if you are EFCC. Share EFCC, Niani.
Sorry, ma, I'm just concerned.
Manager, face your work. This is your work. Mind your business and face your work.
Why is she lying? She thinks I don't know that the husband is in jail. She's cool.
Do you just look at people and tell how old they are?
Of course. I mean, from your size and the look on your face, it shows you're very advanced.
Then you must be a genius, huh?
Yeah, the drinks.
Wow, this looks really nice. I'm guessing you must have worked as a waiter at a bar or something.
That's funny. That's really funny.
Not bad, although I've worked at many bars while I was supposed to be schooling in the United States.
You schooled in the US?
But went into drugs and was deported.
Hey, Doc, will you keep quiet? Let us drink.
Yes.
Are you angry with your father?
Okay.
Okay, let us drink.
Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome. And this is to a new and fruitful relationship.
Yes. I'll drink to that.
Yes. We have delivered the goods. Thank you, sir. Okay. Hello? Yes, we have delivered the goods. No, don't worry. Think nothing of it. Yes, I will. Please don't forget to pay to the new account because we have stopped paying in the former account. Yes, I know nothing really. It's just minor bank issues. Okay. Thank you very much. Bye. This life, I can't keep myself.
Okay, manager, your attention is needed in the store.
What is it?
The goods have really gone bad. Really bad.
They must be the expired ones.
Well, Oga manager, Oga and Madam, they need serious spiritual help. Because this go-slow that is affecting business.
Must everything be spiritual?
Yes, so, because since when Mr. Kukoyi traveled, things has really gone bad. Things has changed.
Who told you he traveled? Who told you he traveled?
He don't travel.
See, it's not everything the ear hears that the mouth will speak. Let's go. You say they are looking for me inside. Let's go.
See, all these things.
So you may get up now.
Doctor, I hope all is well.
Please take a seat.
Doctor, I don't like the look on your face. Is anything wrong with my baby?
There's nothing wrong with your baby. The only concern I have, however, is you.
Oh.
Your blood pressure level is a bit worrisome. It's a bit worrisome.
How come?
160, 110. That's over the top for you.
Thanks a bunch for coming, Dad. Edak.
I really would have loved to stay longer.
Beautiful Miss Juliet, I hope to see you sometime soon again. All right.
Nice meeting you, Juliet.
I'm sure.
Jules, just give me a minute.
You have got to be kidding me, Doctor.
Well, I wish I were, but I'm not. You see, I need to tell you, you need to take some time off work because you've got yourself so worked up in recent times. You've been busy, you've been worried and all that. So you should actually consider taking some days off work so that you can rest. I can give you a note to that effect.
No, Doctor, I can't.
Why can't you?
I have taken one casual leave too many. And if my pregnancy becomes a nuisance, I might lose my job.
No, that is not possible. Why?
Because I am single and pregnant.
Well, that's discrimination. You have the right to be a parent, whatever your status is.
It is actually a written policy of the company. They would put it as negligence of duty or something of that sort and just quietly lay me off.
Well, that is nonsense. You know, you can actually sue them if you choose to.
Sue?
Yup.
Doctor, I already have a court case on my hands. I cannot cope with another one. Besides, it's a rule in the company policy.
A case against the company?
No, it's a personal one.
Want to talk about it?
It's complicated, Doctor.
Well then, it's in your hands. I'll give you something mild because of the pregnancy.
Thank you, Doctor.
And you can pick up your prescriptions at the pharmacy.
Thank you, Doctor. That works for me. Thank you.
So do have yourself a great day, please.
Thank you so much, Doctor.
Yeah.
Have a nice day.
You too.
This is a super story, a life of strife and sorrows.
Next time on your award-winning Super Story.
Oga, what do you bring for us now? So now every time person they give you money.
Oga, man must work now.
See me, I want to see my client.
Mr. Terry is with some. No, I know Madam now.
So who?
One Rebecca like that. He says his sister also.
Can I go in?
Listen, I am not going to put one more dime on this matter.
You don't have to, ma. I believe the last move was the final nail on the coffin. He shouldn't be able to fight back.
They had better not. Yes, they had better not.
Thank you, viewers, for making us your #1 family drama.
You can't afford to miss fresh episodes of
Papa Jasco and Company, the Babintin family.
Wale Adenuga Productions. We are nothing but pencils in the hand of the creator.
Nigeria, our great nation with vast and rich land. Our people are strong and united. Our founding fathers, Sir Ahmadu Bello, Sir Abubakar Tafawa Balewa, Chief Obafemi Awolowo, Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, and a host of others bequeathed us a united, peaceful and prosperous Nigeria. Let us honor them by living in peace with one another. Let us eschew violence, ethnic profiling, and religious bigotry. We must avoid hate speech and other forms of derogatory words against our fellow Nigerians. Let our differences in tribes, cultures, religions, or politics be the ingredients that make our unity palatable. Let us all join hands to fight our common enemies of insecurity, poverty, and unemployment. Nigeria is big enough for us all. Let's unite to make our country a great place for us all. This message is from Sir Ahmadu Bello Memorial Foundation in collaboration with Nigerian Television Authority, NTA.
Lagos, the center of excellence. A tropical city surrounded by the turquoise Atlantic Ocean, a bounty of natural beauty with miles of pristine beaches, rich culture, and amazing people. Come and enjoy what Africa's fastest growing city has to offer. Explore a city with fantastic historical past and an even brighter future. Today is only the beginning. So much lies ahead. See tomorrow. One Lagos.
Information is power. Everyone wants power. So feel powerful with the NTA News mobile app, the one-stop information center. Real news at your fingertip. Be the first to report by uploading first-hand information on the U-Report link, and be the first to know by simply clicking on any of the links on the sidebar for headlines, domestic and foreign news, economy, security, politics, sports, and more. Stream live on your smartphone and tablets and stay connected. It's pretty easy. Simply download NTA News app from your Google Play Store and you're good to go. NTA News mobile app, your access to real-time information.
These days, people get their news and information from more media sources than ever before. Some of the news and information given are fake, unverified, doctored, and manufactured to create confusion, stir disaffection, and cause disunity. Before you believe or share any news, ask yourself, is this real? Is it from a credible source? Is it verified or verifiable? Fake news is dangerous, whether you do it for fun or for political gains. Real people can get hurt. Fake news, don't create it, don't spread it.
This is a public service announcement from NTA.
We are a nation of believers, a beautiful country steeped in rich tradition and colorful culture. Come and explore our diverse and breathtaking landscapes, cascading waterfalls, and exciting cities. Discover, learn, and enjoy our amazing heritage. Delight your palate with our delicious range of foods. Relax and be entertained by the biggest and best of music, arts, and films in Africa. We are beautiful. We are amazing. We are Africa's hidden gem, the heartbeat of Africa. We are Nigeria. Tour Nigeria and see tomorrow.
You can follow us on all our social media platforms: Facebook at NTA Network News, Instagram at NTA Network, Twitter at NTA News Now, YouTube at NTA News Online. Or visit www.nta.ng. For live streaming, visit www.nta.ng/live. Now, you can stay updated on the go, be it on your TV, iPhone, laptop, or iPad, or download the NTA mobile application from your Play Store or App Store. NTA, you can beat the rich.
The meeting with the president was very fruitful.
Tackling insecurity, President Buhari, governors of North Central and Northwestern states meet to strategize and way forward.
Nigerians are urged to defend the country and render such national service as may be required through assistance to appropriate and lawful agencies of government.
Defense Minister charges Nigerians to provide intelligence without bias.
The President and Director will meet and study the situation.
Plus, federal government begins consultations on solution-based approaches to ending industrial actions in Nigeria. Good evening. Thanks for joining us on NTA Network News. I'm Cyril Stover in Abuja. Jennifer Egwe joins us from Lagos, and Kemi Oshi is in Ibadan. President Muhammadu Buhari this Thursday engaged governors from the north central and northwestern parts of the country in furtherance of his strategic engagement with stakeholders towards addressing critical national issues. State House correspondent Adamu Sambu reports that challenges of security dominated the discussions.
At the crucial meeting were the Niger State Governor Abubakar Sani Bello Muhammad Mutawalli of Zamfara State, Nasir Ahmed El Rufai of Kaduna State, and Abubakar Atiku Bagudu of Kebbi State. Also in attendance were the Plateau State Governor Simon Lalong, Aminu Waziri Tambuwal of Sokoto, and Abdullahi Sule of Nasarawa. All of them share one thing in common. Their states are bedeviled by enormous challenges of security, especially banditry and kidnapping, which have been undermining their efforts at meeting genuine public aspirations. At this meeting with President Muhammadu Buhari, held behind closed doors, the governors took turns to narrate their experiences, individual efforts at finding lasting solutions, as well as expectations from the federal government. The chairman, Northern Governors Forum, and Governor of Plateau State, Simon Lalong, who spoke to newsmen on their behalf, described the meeting as fruitful and reassuring.
You recall that many of the states have common features of insecurity that we have within our states, and we felt that we must also meet Mr. President about it. It's about the insecurity.
So what are the takeaways?
The takeaway will say that the meeting with the President was very fruitful, and we are also very committed, and we have seen a lot of commitments, so we are waiting for the implementation. And Mr. President has given us that assurance.
The governor's engagement with President Muhammadu Buhari lasted 1.5 hours. From the State House, Adamu Sambu, NTA News.
And President Muhammadu Buhari has condemned the latest killings of some Nigerians by bandits in Zamfara State, warning that such wanton disregard for life will be brought to an end sooner than later. In his reaction to the incident, the president said such insane and persistent violence against innocent people must stop, advising the criminal elements to resist the temptation of pushing their luck too far by believing that the government lacks the capacity to crush them. He directed the military, security and intelligence agencies to take immediate steps to close all existing gaps in their operations being exploited by criminals to wreak havoc, and expressed the hope that the special operation launched by the military at 3 a.m. Thursday morning from Maru local government area will prove decisive in ridding the state of the frequent and horrifying bandit activities. President Buhari warned that the violence against poor villagers who are struggling with poverty and other severe economic challenges is not going to be tolerated by this administration. The president reassured the people of Zamfara state that despite the latest setback in efforts at protecting citizens, there will be no compromise in the renewed determination to defeat these enemies of humanity. In the meantime, Nigeria's Minister of Defense, Bashir Magashi, says the nation's armed forces will neither be deterred nor abdicate their responsibility of protecting lives and defending the territorial integrity of the country, notwithstanding the recent losses and increasing fatalities suffered in the battle to secure Nigeria. The minister gave the assurance at the State House media briefing on national security organized by the Presidential Communications Team. State House correspondent Adamu Sambu has details.
Can confidently report that Boko Haram and its allies have been dealt and are still being dealt a major blow.
This, the minister explained, not just on the military front, but also curtailing what he called the illegitimate financing that allows the criminal elements to source weapons and fresh recruits. He said as a result of the various military operations across Nigeria, including Lafia Dole, Thunderstrike, Wild Stroke, and Safe Haven, several key terrorist commanders have been neutralized and desperate attacks on soft targets increasingly foiled. He described the recent killing of soldiers in Benue State as unfortunate and intolerable.
The military is not taking kindly on that. Let me just tell you this. Whoever touches the military has no regard for this country. We are on the hunt for the killers of these soldiers, and we will ensure that they face the full wrath of the law.
The minister said out of the 12 weapons carted away from the deceased soldiers, 9 have been recovered and some of the perpetrators are now being interrogated. The Nigerian Armed Forces, he also emphasized, is committed to executing President Muhammadu Buhari's shoot-aside order against those carrying AK-47 rifles illegally.
We are not going to mince word. Anybody picking arms against the nation or against members of the armed forces has no life to live. We will certainly get to him and shot at sight. This is a warning which we will send the message to all Nigerians.
He called for continued cooperation and collaboration with the military from the communities in the various theaters of operation.
The task of ensuring security is not for the security and law enforcement agencies alone. Nigerians are urged to defend the country and render such national service as may be required through assistance to appropriate and lawful agencies of government by sharing intelligence, information for the maintenance of law and order.
The minister lamented what he called the rise of self-help syndrome, often endorsed by states and some local elites, vigilant groups, as well as identity-based militia with different mandates and concerns, describing such as threatening to Nigeria's prospects for social cohesion and stability. He, however, said various strategic and tactical measures will soon be unfolded towards guaranteeing national security and sustainable development. From the State House, Adamu Sambu, NTA News.
And staying with security matters, the Nigerian Army and the police have agreed to work closer together to end the current spate of insecurity in the country. Acting Inspector General of Police Usman Alkali Baba made this known during a meeting between high-ranking officers of the Nigeria Police Force and the Army at the Army headquarters in Abuja. The Acting Inspector General of Police insisted on synergy among security agencies in the country and the integration of enhanced surveillance in security strategy as a measure to preempt attacks in various parts of the country.
We have to do something extra, change the narratives, do something extra that is different from what our colleagues have been doing to get it done.
I want to assure you that the Nigerian Army, under my leadership, will continue to synergize and support the Nigerian police to build appropriate capacities so that we can collectively secure Nigeria in line with our constitutional rules.
The Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Ibrahim Atahiru, also promised to work with the police to upscale the training of police personnel in superior firepower. And in the matter of industrial relations, determined to find lasting solutions to the spate of industrial actions bedeviling the nation's public sector, President Muhammadu Buhari has had a strategic sit-down with the Minister of Labour and Employment, Dr. Chris Ngige. Speaking to journalists after the meeting held behind closed doors, the minister said all contentious issues with the labour unions were analysed.
We are working now to make the health workers feel that their efforts are appreciated by government. So I have briefed him on that and briefed him also on we have some fallouts from the ASU discussion and the agreements reached the memorandum of action so that we can meet up the timelines for certain things promised. For example, the revitalization fund. We also discussed the issue of the financial autonomy for the judiciary and legislature. As I finish from here, I'm going to do another meeting with the Chief of Staff so that we can make a move. The President and Director will meet and study the situation so that we can advise the government side on what is best for this situation. Nobody is happy that the courts are closed. There is a lot of grievous implications. For the country, suspects cannot be taken to court for them to be remanded or for them to be put on bail. So it's a very incongruous situation for us.
Labour and Employment Minister Chris Ngige. Now, the National Economic Council today affirmed the position of the Central Bank of Nigeria and the Finance Ministry that no money was printed to augment the federal allocation to states in March this year. And impressed with the progress so far on the railway projects, Council says it will continue to work with the federal government for rapid completion of the projects. Over now to State House correspondent Jide Onifade for more on the resolutions of the National Economic Council at its virtual meeting held this Thursday.
Well, as expected, the controversy generated by the statement of the Edo State governor that 60 billion naira was printed by the Central Bank of Nigeria to augment the FARC allocation to states in the month of March this year was laid to rest because the state governors said there was no truth in this at all.
Today's meeting revealed the controversy and heard from the finance minister, the Nigerian Governors Forum as represented by the Ekiti State Governor and the CBN Governor. Both the minister and the CBN Governor stated categorically to the council that the allegation of the printing of money to augment allocation is outrightly false. The NGF also supported the conclusion and NEC affirmed same as the highest constitutional body tasked with economic affairs in the country.
Governor David Umahi of Ebonyi State says council is impressed with the federal government concerning its railway projects across the country. And this was after the minister, Rotimi Amechi, briefed the council on this.
Council welcomed the presentation and look forward to further collaboration with the federal government on this beautiful venture.
Kwara State Governor Abdulrahman Abdulrazak also briefed the press on the presentation made by the aviation minister.
The minister is also mandated to actively collaborate with the private sector to create a large number of well-paying jobs for Nigerian youths, especially within the aviation industry, and implementing a strategy to realize Mr. President's June 12 promise to take 100 million Nigerians out of poverty over the next 10 years.
Information and Culture Minister Lai Mohammed also briefed the council on the outcome of the town hall meeting of 8th of April in Kaduna on security and national unity.
The council resolution today is that as follows: NEC welcome the report and strongly affirm the unity of Nigeria, emphasizing that staying as one country remains the best option.
The virtual meeting was presided over by Vice President Yemi Osinbajo. In the State House, Jide Onifade, NTA News.
The Federal Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment anticipates it will be able to forward to the Federal Executive Council within 3 months a policy that will encourage increased local production of syringes and needles in Nigeria. The Minister, Niyi Adebayo, was speaking at an investigative hearing by the Senate Committee on Health on the need to regulate the manufacturing and use of syringes and needles in Nigeria. Ignatius Unko reports.
This investigative hearing was in reaction to a motion on the floor of the Senate on the need to save the lives of Nigerians through the regulation of the manufacturing, importation and use of syringes and needles. The Minister of Trade explained that apart from increasing import tariff on syringes from 5 to 70%, the ministry will soon launch its national industrial policy on medical devices to protect local producers.
We're looking at financial incentives which would make manufacturing much more attractive than importation.
We need to get the central bank involved in it. So that, because I mean, whatever we are doing with the manufacturers, they need funding of some sort.
If the 70% is being implemented, then it will be very difficult or even a loss for anyone to import syringes into Nigeria.
The Senate committee is of the view that in complement of the awaiting policy mandating all federal government-owned hospitals to procure and utilize only locally manufactured syringes will boost local production.
The ministry to develop a policy within the next 6 weeks of giving exclusivity of procurement and utilization of syringe and needle only manufactured in Nigeria by all teaching hospitals.
We do give orders, advisory to the CMDs all the time, even when they have their meetings, that they should put into consideration the President's Executive number 3 and number 5.
Meanwhile, the Senate Committee on Tertiary Institutions and TED Fund has convened a public hearing on bills that seek to upgrade the Yaba College of Technology and Federal Polytechnic Ilaro to universities and give legal backing to Nigeria French Village.
In line with our commitment to nation building.
It is undisputable that Yaba College of Technology is the cradle of higher education in Nigeria.
The 3 higher institution bills were sponsored by Senator Solomon Adiola from the National Assembly. Ignatius Nkwo, NTA News.
And the House of Representatives is working on a legislation that seeks to amend the National Broadcasting Commission Act to make for more effective regulation of broadcast services in Nigeria. The bill, sponsored by Chairman House Committee on Information, Segun Adebumi, and 2 other members, also made provisions that would ensure that all monies received by the Commission are paid into the Federation account in accordance with Section 162 of the Constitution. National Assembly correspondent Lami Ali reports.
The amendments being considered will reposition the NBC by expanding its regulatory capacity for best practices in the ever-growing broadcast industry in line with current realities. Other provisions of the bill include the establishment of Digital Access Fund, appointment of Secretary and Legal Advisor for the Commission, and new procedure for the renewal of license.
Section 9 of the Principal Act is to be amended by replacing the entire section with a new Section 9 and 9A on the Commission's power to grant license, permits, authorizations, and classifications of licenses under the new regime of digital broadcasting.
It passed second reading and was referred to House Committee on Information for further legislative action. 17 bills passed first reading, including the National Security Trust Fund Bill. The House sequels a motion from Representative Julius Ihomveri urged security agencies to curtail kidnappings in parts of Edo State.
If this spate of kidnappings and abductions are not nipped in the bud, it will has the potential for crippling socioeconomic activities.
Following recent incidences of jailbreaks in some parts of the country, the House mandated Committee on Reformatory Institutions to conduct an investigation as moved by Representative Chudi Moma.
These recent jailbreaks, particularly the Owerri case, where
over 1,844 inmates were released and operational tools completely destroyed have heightened insecurity in the country.
Also to be investigated is illicit trade in human organs as raised by Representative Rimande Shaulu. From the National Assembly, Lami Ali, NTA News.
Time for a break to bring you some messages. Stay with us.
City Hawks. Let's go, guys.
Babe.
Yeah?
Would you please turn on your hotspot?
Okay, there you go. My lady. Play this ball. Hey, hold this guy down.
Password, please.
0808.
Babe.
Yeah.
You have a message.
From who? Maybe. Read it out now. Read it out to my ears.
Free your mind with Airtel Smart Talk and enjoy calls to all networks at a flat rate of 11 kobo per second. Dial *315# to join.
Fine girl. Can I have your phone, man?
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Distinguished candidate, registration for 2021-2022 UTME/DE into Nigerian tertiary institutions begins April 8th to May 15th, 2021. Candidates are to check their eligibility for chosen programs and institutions on our website, jam.gov.ng, before commencing the application process. To create your profile, only one mobile phone number can be used by a candidate. To generate profile code, simply send your NIN by SMS text to 55019. A profile code of 10 characters and IBAS alert is received on the candidate's phone number for both pre-registration checking and purchase of UTME/DE e-PIN. Do not give your password to any person. Do not register twice or take UTME or DE forms for the same year. You can upgrade your UTME to DE at no cost. Direct entry registration closes same day with UTME, and there will be no date extension. Pay only approved prices by JAM. For more details, check jam.gov.ng.
JAM, enhancing academic excellence.
As you adjust to the new realities for operating your business and engaging with your customers, let us help you transform your business into a digital powerhouse capable of adapting and taking advantage of today's opportunities. With our best-in-class array of digital solutions, you can conduct your business, receive payments from your customers, and perform transactions quickly, safely, and conveniently, because we've got you covered with the right people, technology, and service offerings. Contact us today and let us take your business to its zenith. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
Federal University of Agriculture, Makurdi, Benue State, cordially invites you to the 23rd to the 25th Combined Convocation Ceremony, date 21st to 24th of April 2021. Wednesday, the 21st of April, Vice Chancellor's press briefing, time 11 a.m. prompt. Thursday, commissioning of several projects. Friday, the 23rd of April, Convocation Lecture and Chancellor's Cocktail. Convocation lecture to be delivered by the Central Bank Governor, Mr. Godwin Emefiele. Saturday, 24th April, conferment of first degrees, postgraduate diplomas, higher and honorary degrees on Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, National Leader of the All Progressive Congress, APC, Timi Praise Silva, Honorable Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Mr. Godwin Emefiele, Governor, Central Bank of Nigeria, Vice Admiral Murtala Nyako, agro-industrialist and astute politician, and Mele Kyari, Group Managing Director of the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation. Time, 10 a.m. prompt. For more information, call 0703-129-6626 or visit our website www.uam.edu.ng.
The Honorable Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, Dr. Isa Ali Ibrahim Pantami, FNCS, FBCS, FIIM, invites the pleasure of the general public to the virtual commissioning ceremony of 7 additional digital economy projects under the National Digital Economic Policy and Strategy, in-depth as approved by President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR. These projects are Community ICT Center, Dutse Jigawa State, IT Hub Abubakar Tafawa Balewa University, Digital Economy Center, Imo State Polytechnic, Digital Economy Center, Garki Secondary School, Abuja, Digital Economy Center, Ojudu Grammar School, Ojodu, Lagos State, Emergency Communications Center, Enugu State, Emergency Communications Center, Abeokuta, Ogun State. The event is scheduled to hold on Friday, 23rd April 2021 at 11 a.m. Announcer, Engineer Festus Daudu, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Communications and Digital Economy.
شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن.
The Muslim Ummah are cordially invited to the 15th NTA, FRCN and Voice of Nigeria Ramadan lecture, scheduled for date 24th April 2021, time 9 a.m. inshallah. Topic: Causes and Solutions to Nigerian Security Challenges, the Islamic Perspective. Guest lecturer, Sheikh Dr. Jabir Sani Mehula, Head of Department, Arabic and Islamic Studies, Sokoto State University, Sokoto. The venue for the event is Lumana Multipurpose Center, River Close, off Jabi Road East, off Sultan Road, Kaduna. Chairman of the occasion, His Royal Highness Ambassador Ahmed Nuhu Bamali, Emir of Zazzau. Special guest of honor, His Excellency Malan Nasir Ahmed Arufai, the Executive Governor, Kaduna State. Hosts Yaqub Ibn Muhammad, Director General NTA, Dr. Manzur Liman, Director General FRCN, Dr. Sita Okechuku, Director General Voice of Nigeria. Announcer, Organizing Committee.
Thanks for staying with us. Executive Vice Chairman of the National Agency for Science and Engineering Infrastructure, Professor Mohammed Sani Haruna, has called on the federal government to solve the challenge of youth unemployment by declaring a state of emergency in the job creation sector. Professor Haruna also called for improved investments in technical and vocational education, both of which he says would greatly enhance skills development and job creation. Justin Bemui reports.
It was at the Kaduna Polytechnic Alumni Association's Critical Stakeholders Retreat held in Abuja that the Nasani boss made his opinion known that a state of emergency on skill acquisition and technical education in Nigeria was the first step to address youth restiveness and unemployment, stressing that something must be done to revive and upgrade craft schools as quality education comes from technical colleges. He thinks it is important to have technical schools in any country that wants to develop technologically. As he says, this factor is what makes the country technologically viable.
It is compulsory, it is necessary. Every graduate in universities and polytechnic and other tertiary institutions must graduate with certain skills. The time where government is able to employ everybody is over, and it will worsen until we re-strategize.
In a paper titled Repositioning Kaduna Polytechnic to Deliver 21st Century Employment Skills, Progress, Challenges and the Way Forward, the rector of the Kaduna Polytechnic, Professor Idris Bugaji, was not in support of calls to convert the school into university, as doing this would reduce the standards set by the founding fathers.
There is not a single fab lab, neither in a university or polytechnic in the whole Nigeria, except in Lagos. They raise money to build it, because they are concerned on the development of skills of their people.
The signing of the Memorandum of Understanding between the National Agency for Science and Engineering Infrastructure, NASENI, and Kaduna Polytechnic to collaborate in the areas of research and technological education was part of the program. Justin Bemunyi, NTA News.
Months to the conference of the parties COP26 in November, the international community is commemorating Earth Day with a call to action in reducing pollution, global warming, and other human activities that pose a threat to life on the planet. Onengie Fineface reports.
Restore Our Earth. The focus for World Earth Day 2021 is a global push for climate literacy and action to restore the world's ecosystems through natural processes, green technology, and innovative thinking.
We must end our war on nature
and nurse it back to health. That means bold climate action to limit global temperature rise to 1.5 degrees Celsius and adapt to the changes to come. It means stronger steps to protect biodiversity. And it means reducing pollution by building circular economies that drive down waste.
In Nigeria, deforestation, pollution and poor waste management pose severe threats to conservation and preservation of the Earth's ecosystems.
Join the race towards zero carbon emission. Let us ensure that we live our life in a sustainable manner. The Earth is the only planet that we have. It's up to us to sustain it.
The day also raises awareness on tree planting to restore the Earth and mitigate climate change.
For this year, we are to plant 100,000 trees.
They serve as shield, they serve as windbreaker, and they serve as a means of livelihood of human.
There should be like a task force in place to make sure that if you cut down a tree, it should be replaced back as soon as possible.
Onengiye Fine Face, NTA News.
And more on the conservation of the earth. An initiative of the UNDP and partners is seeking to inculcate and engender the idea of tree planting among school students as part of the 20 million tree planting initiative of the federal government. Abdullahi Mohammed reports.
You cover it again. This simple act of planting and nurturing trees is said to be a necessity to preserving the earth and sustaining life. Trees for schools. Trees for all. That explains why the drivers of the school tree planting initiative are taking their message to schools.
As they are making policies, as they are ruling the nations and ruling parastatals, they will be able to take this mindset of planting trees.
The floods happening, the desertification happening are not things that we usually just watch on TV and think is happening in other parts of the world alone. They are already here with us. So we need as individuals to take action. 77 schools across the Federal Capital Territory are targeted, with each school taking scores of trees to plant. With these, Emerald and Michael will not only watch their colleagues play basketball, but nurture the trees they planted with a better understanding of its importance.
I feel very happy that we can have more trees planted to reduce the effect of global warming on our earth.
Representatives of the diplomatic communities and other stakeholders also planted trees.
And so I planted a tree on behalf of Africa's largest television network. And I'm expecting that this tree will walk in the shoes of an acorn that breeds a mighty oak. In Abuja, Abdullahi Mohammed, NTA News.
Now, some women and youths in Borno State have become the latest beneficiaries of the empowerment initiative of Future Assured, the family support program of Nigeria's First Lady, Aisha Muhammadu Buhari, in collaboration with the National Center for Women Development. State House correspondent Aliu Kabir reports from Maiduguri, the Borno State capital.
Women and youth from across the 27 local government areas of Borno State have benefited from the usual gesture of Future Assured program under the Aisha Buhari Foundation. Future Assured this time has collaborated with National Center for Women Development, NCWS, for the distribution of empowerment kits to support women and youth of Borno State with the hope of extending similar exercise to other parts of the country. The items distributed include sewing machines, complete kits of hairdressing and barbing tools, power generating sets and deep freezers, as well as chemicals for soap making and plastic chairs. The First Lady of Nigeria, Aisha Muhammadu Buhari, in a message through the wife of the Governor of Borno State, Palmata Umar Zulum, reaffirmed her commitment to continue to support women, youth and children at all times.
Today's event is one of such which aims to pave way for women and youths to have access to economically viable ventures that will create sustainable income generation and help create more jobs for others as indirect beneficiaries in Borno State.
The Director General, National Center for Women Development, Asabe Vleta Bashir, assured the First Lady of her readiness to continue to partner with the Future Assured program at ensuring that Nigerian women are empowered economically.
I want to implore on our women or the beneficiaries of these items to make judicious use of it, because they are meant for them to sustain their livelihood.
This is not the first time. From 2017, when others were running away from Borno, she came with trucks and truckloads of palliatives. This is typical of her, and the Borno women are very, very grateful.
The beneficiaries could not hide their happiness, describing the exercise as transparent and life-saving. More women are expected to benefit from similar exercise in due course. In Maiduguri, Borno State capital, Aliu Kabir, NTA News.
Meanwhile, another 3,972 households in internally displaced persons camps across Borno State are expected to benefit from a food assistance initiative of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia through the King Salman Humanitarian and Relief Center. A representative of the Minister for Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development, Sadia Umar Farouk, stated this while receiving the food items from the Saudi group for onward distribution to the targeted IDPs. Abubakar Muhammad Musa reports.
Okay.
Okay. Yawa a yanayin yau da ake cikin babu mun gode sosai, Allah ya saka da alheri.
Beneficiaries of the food assistance of King Salman Humanitarian Aid and Relief Center expressing overwhelming joy to the foundation for reaching out to them in a critical period, as well as to the National Emergency Management Agency and State Emergency Management Agency for facilitating arrival of the commodities. Receiving the items on behalf of the state and federal governments, representative of the Minister for Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development said the assistance will further consolidate on the interventions being extended to victims of crisis in Borno.
The effort of Saudi government combined with other partners is timely. While we are pushing to provide humanitarian support, we should never be tired of hoping to make peace.
The donations are never enough. We can see what the insurgency has done to a lot of them. They cannot go out to fend for themselves.
We'll really distribute it to the needy ones. We'll ensure all and apply all the principle of accountability.
More than 600,000 persons had, since 2018, benefited from such aid within the Northeast region. Beneficiaries of the benevolence have affirmed the need to use this month of Ramadan to pray for King Salman Foundation of Saudi Arabia for putting smile on their faces.
President Muhammadu Buhari has congratulated the Emir of Ilorin and Chairman of Kwara State Traditional Council, Alhaji Ibrahim Sulu Gambari, on his 81st birthday, joining family and friends to celebrate with a retired eminent jurist whose leadership antecedents continue to inspire. President Buhari applauded the royal father on the auspicious occasion of another anniversary, appreciating the noble and highly commendable roles he has played as a former justice of the appeal court, judge of the high court, administrator, community developer, and foremost nationalist. The president extols the humility and modernizing vision of the Emir of Ilorin for his domain and the country, consistently urging both the young and old to pursue dreams of acquiring good education and working for the benefit of society. President Buhari prays for longer life and good health for the royal father, who has also contributed greatly to the development of sports in Nigeria. And now Jennifer in Lagos is coming up with other reports from that center. Hello, Jennifer.
Thank you, Cyril. Now, the world is plagued with series of environmental issues, all of which are threatening the planet. Nigeria has its fair share, and International Mother Earth Day, marked every 22nd of April, is used to draw attention to environmental actions by government, people, and communities. Some Lagosians seized the opportunity to create awareness on plastic waste. naked and destroyed. Most trees along the shoreline of Abuja Beach in Lagos have been stripped of their soil hold, stabilization and filter functions. The result is a beach devoid of natural defense with dire consequences.
When the water are starting to come out like that, it's too much for our community. They are destroying many things, houses and all those places.
Compounding the situation is plastic waste that litter the environment. Although a menace, it is a good resource material, a crucial knowledge most people in this community are oblivious of. These environmentalists who gathered at the Abuja for cleanup to mark International Mother Earth Day are taking it upon themselves to train members of the community on collection and upcycling of plastic waste.
They need some climate education for them to understand that when their waste actually ends up into the ocean, they're not just endangering the ocean itself, but then there are millions of sea animals, millions of living animals in the ocean that is being endangered as a result of their plastic waste pollution.
Rising sea levels, flooding, waste management and other challenges are affecting the health of the nation's ecosystem. International Mother Earth Day creates a platform for amplifying initiatives like this one and others by environmentalists in Lagos and Nigeria that could be sustainable solutions. Now the earth is ours and the only one we have, so we must save it. Now, the Nigerian Breweries PLC says it has evolved strategies to surpass its financial target and meet the expectations of stakeholders while excelling in customer satisfaction. Chairman of the Board of Directors, Chief Kola Jamodu, made this known at the annual general meeting of the company in Lagos. Samuel Johnson quotes the chairman as saying that being a shareholder and customer of the Nigerian breweries is now fashionable.
Some of your competitors and peers, some of them have not been able to pay dividend in the last 5 years.
The future is bright because looking at all the products and new products they are also introducing.
They are some of the shareholders on ground due to the COVID-19 protocols to attend the 75th annual general meeting of the Nigerian Breweries PLC, a foremost beverage manufacturing outfit in Nigeria since 1949. Despite the devastating effect of COVID-19 on the global and local markets, the company was able to post 337 billion naira as net revenue in the year 2020. Chairman of the Board of Directors, Nigerian Breweries PLC, Chief Kola Jamodu, and the company secretary assured the customers and investors that Nigerian Breweries is rejigging and evolving measures to satisfy and saturate local markets in addition to expounding the export.
Every cause to be grateful and be thankful to our staff at all levels, our distributors, our consumers, all the stakeholders for their continued interest in the consumption of our products.
The reality is that a shareholder that puts his money in a business needs some level of return, and that is what we have consistently done all through the years.
Highlights of the annual general meeting include the approval of 7.5 billion naira dividends to shareholders, re-election of non-executive directors, and 3 shareholders' representatives into the audit committee. In Lagos, Samuel Johnson, NTA News.
A break is next. Cyril will continue afterwards. Stay tuned.
When you come into the Glow Cafe, you're in for a world of treats. Not only can you monitor all your voice and data usage with ease, buy, share, borrow, and gift data and airtime in the smoothest ways. Pay for any services of your choice using your airtime or your bank card, and manage or change your tariff plan to any plan you prefer seamlessly. You can also add friends, get sweet rewards, and so much more. Oh, and don't forget, if you ever need to recharge outside the Glow Cafe app, just dial *805# to purchase airtime or data through your bank. So, step into your Glow Cafe today.
Just dial *777# or download the Glow Cafe app today.
The Senate Committee on Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, wishes to invite stakeholders and the general public to a public hearing on the National Electoral Offences Commission Establishment Bill 2021, SB 220. Date, Wednesday, 28 April 2021. Venue, Conference Room 022, New Senate Building, National Assembly Complex, Abuja. Time, 10 a.m. Individuals and organizations wishing to submit memoranda should submit 35 hard copies and soft copy to the clerk of the committee on or before Monday, 26 April 2021 at SB 15, Red Carpet, Basement, Senate Wing, White House, National Assembly Complex, Abuja. Soft copies of the bill are available at the committee secretariat. The bill can also be downloaded from www.yaga.org. Bill for an Act to establish the National Electoral Offences Commission and for related matters, 2021. For inquiries, please call Dr. Bello Olatunji Babatunde, Clerk, Senate Committee on INEC, 0803-309-4634. Senator Dr. Architect Kabiru I. Gaya, Chairman, Senate Committee on INEC. Announcer.
Kehinde suffers from indigestion. His twin Taiyi suffers from heartburn. Sometimes it's the other way around, or both. That's why they use Gaviscon Double Action. It soothes within 3 minutes and lasts for up to 4 hours. For double relief from heartburn and indigestion, Gaviscon Double Action.
When times are tough, we know that as a mother, one thing you should never compromise on is your family's oral health, because they deserve the best. Oral-B, all-round protection. Its great value, it protects your mouth from harmful bacteria and also protects you against tooth holes and gum problems which can lead to tooth loss. It strengthens your family's teeth and gives them all-round protection. So remember, protect their future. Oral-B for healthier, stronger teeth in just 1 week.
My name is Chikwe Ihekwazu. I lead the Nigeria Center for Disease Control. I'm extremely privileged to have gotten this vaccine today. Really, I accept it really on behalf of all the healthcare workers, public health workers. I've really spent the last 12 months working so incredibly hard on this response. And I think it provides hope. You know, this vaccine really provides us an opportunity to reinvigorate ourselves as we sustain the response in Nigeria. So this vaccine provides us a real shot at life. But, you know, that shot will come into effect when we have most of the population vaccinated. We have to keep washing our hands, wearing our masks, keeping apart from each other until we have enough people vaccinated in the country. And I'm sure we'll get there.
Liverpool are still in the hunt for a top 4 finish as they welcome Newcastle United to Anfield. Will their ambitions be foiled by the visitors? This Saturday, it's Liverpool versus Newcastle United on the Premier League Live, showing on the network service of the NTA from 12 p.m. The Premier League Live is brought to you by Baba Ijebu in association with Gold.com.
We're back in Abuja, and here is business news with Benny Adams. Benny?
Thank you, Cyril, and welcome to Business. The Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, ICPC, has offered to support the Nigeria Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative, NIT, with enforcement and application of sanctions for financial misconduct in the industry. Under the joint cooperation, the ICPC is to set up a special desk while NIT feeds with information and data on revenue process abuses, lapses, and corruption issues. These resolutions are reached at a meeting. NIT boss Dr. Oji said this while this will strengthen their capacity to hold accountable covered entities that fail to address issues or respond positively and timely remedial issues contained in NIT reports. And on the stock market, investors gain 1.81 billion naira as NSE All-Share Index inches up marginally by 0.01% amid negative market turnover. Market closed at 39,131.81 basis points as against 0.29% appreciation recorded previously. Market breadth closed positive as QTIX led 17 gainers as against 13 losers, topped by EcoCup at the end of today's session. Market turnover closed negative as volume moved up by 2.20% as against 29.43% recorded in previous session. Guarantee, Zenith Bank and FBNH were the most active to boost market turnover, just as Guarantee and Zenith Bank topped market value lists. That is business news. Cyril is over to you.
Thank you, Benny. Business. The presidency has reacted to the recent campaign against the Minister of Communications and Digital Economy over what he said years ago. In a statement, the presidency frowns at the attempt by the campaigners to stop the minister from making decisions that improve the lives of everyday Nigerians by leading the charge against illegal data deductions and pricing. It notes that the minister has rightly apologized for what he said in the early 2000s, but not enough for those who are not benefiting from his actions in the present. The statement points out that in 2 short years, Minister Pantami has driven the contribution of the ICT sector to the GDP to more than 18%, making it one of the top 2 playing a critical role in the emergence of the economy from the COVID-19 induced recession. The deregistration of some 9.2 million SIMs, ending the ability for criminals and terrorists to flagrantly use mobile networks undetected, is another area of visible achievement of Minister Pantami, the statement adds. The presidency says it is aware of attempts to induce newspaper editors to run a smear campaign against the minister by some ICT companies, and this is being investigated. Let's now go over to Ibadan Center and link up with Kemi. Hello, Kemi.
Hello, Cyril, and a warm welcome to Ibadan. Osun State Governor Boyega Oyetola has inaugurated the Osun Mineral Resources and Environmental Management Committee as part of efforts at sanitizing the state's natural resources sector. Joshua Okujide tells us more.
The appointment and inauguration of the committee are in line with the Nigerian Minerals and Mining Act 2007, which empowers the committee to oversee the regulation of the entire mining operations in the state and to discuss and advise the Minister of Solid Minerals of matters affecting encroachment, trespasses, security, social unrest, pollution, and environmental degradation of any land on which any mineral is being extracted as it relates to all license holders within the state. Governor Oyetola said the committee was inaugurated as a step towards sanitizing the state resource climate, excruciating challenge of environmental degradation arising from palpable illegal mining activities in the state.
I also like to take the opportunity to call on the federal environmental agencies such as NSTRA to live up to the duties of enforcing environmental standards and compliance in the mining sector.
The 9-member committee asked the Osun State Deputy Chief of Staff Prince Abdullah Abiniyo as chairman in Osogbo. Joshua Okujide, NTA News.
And Kwara State Government has commenced its Farm Kwara initiative, which is intended to enhance food security and create job opportunities for women and youth in the state. Raliat Ibrahim reports.
Beyond the land, beneficiaries will also be provided with input, mechanization, technical support and business coaching, while private sector partners will give out loans for the running of the farms. The Farm Kwara initiative is meant to nurture young farmers and improve the productivity of smallholder farmers. Stakeholders at the program enjoin farmers to utilize the opportunity for self-improvement and be diligent in fulfilling their part of the bargain.
The government, at this critical period, is not only transforming our economy and the adjoining communities, but you are raising cream of entrepreneurs that will address the yearnings of our youth.
In this project, to provide opportunity for young people to start their enterprise in agriculture.
Farmers are happy with the state government's initiative, noting that it would bridge the challenge of land acquisition and resources to farm with.
This program is trying to bridge the gap by trying to avoid those that didn't have the technical know-how, bringing up an expert, a consultant in that aspect, to train us more.
May we succeed in this enterprise. We are ready to put in our best to ensure the success of the initiative.
The Farm Kwara initiative will not only develop the agricultural sector, but will also create employment opportunities for youths and women while reducing rural-urban migration. Raliat Ibrahim, NTA News.
And you're still watching the network news on the NTA. More reports after this timeout. To stay with us.
Thank you, Kemi. Information and Culture Minister Lai Mohammed has condoled with the Federation of Tourism Associations of Nigeria, FTAN, over the death of its president, Alhaji Sali Rabu. A statement signed by the minister's special assistant, Shegun Adeyemi, the minister described Rabu's death as a big blow to the tourism sector in Nigeria, considering the great ideas he espoused towards the development of the sector. He recalled late Rabu's invaluable contributions to the work of the Post-COVID-19 Initiatives Committee for the Creative Industry, saying as a member of the committee, he acquitted himself well. The minister said the deluge of tributes paid to the late FTAN president in the wake of his death was enough testimony to the fact that he lived an impactful life. He prayed for the repose of the soul of the deceased and beseeched Almighty to grant his family and friends the fortitude to bear the irreparable loss. The death has occurred of Abimbola Oluwatosin Ashiru, a staff of NTA Language Channel, Abuja. Aged 42, late Abimbola Ashiru, an assistant manager programs, died on the 17th of this month. She will be buried tomorrow, Friday, the 23rd of April. She is survived by her parents, husband, children, and siblings. And the death has been announced of Mama Beatrice Motilola Aboderin, aged 81. Mama Aboderin died after a brief illness and will be buried on Saturday, the 24th of April. She was a successful trader in Ilesha, Osun State, and an accomplished community leader who exhibited sterling virtues and steadfastness in her public life. A devout Christian and conscientious church worker, Mama Aboderin was well-traveled, spreading the gospel as an adherent of the Living Faith Mission and Deeper Life Bible Church. She is survived by many children, grand and great-grandchildren. And that concludes Network News tonight. Always remember to be a star. Connect with NTA and stand against rape and rapists. I'm Cyril Stober. Good night.
Nigeria, our great nation with vast and rich land. Our people are strong and united. Our founding fathers, Sir Ahmadu Bello, Sir Abubakar Tafawa Balewa, Chief Obafemi Awolowo, Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, and a host of others bequeathed us a united, peaceful and prosperous Nigeria. Let us honor them by living in peace with one another. Let us eschew violence, ethnic profiling, and religious bigotry. We must avoid hate speech and other forms of derogatory words against our fellow Nigerians. Let our differences in tribes, cultures, religions, or politics be the ingredients that make our unity palatable. Let us all join hands to fight our common enemies of insecurity, poverty, and unemployment. Nigeria is big enough for us all. Let's unite to make our country a great place for us all. This message is from Sir Ahmadu Bello Memorial Foundation in collaboration with Nigerian Television Authority.